Hi, this is Steve at Little Treasury Jewelers. And I request a sound check. Hi, this is Steve at Little Treasury Jewelers. And if you can please give me a sound check, that'd be great. And I request a sound check. And if you could please. Okay, there we are. And good afternoon, Scramble North. And can you tell me how my sound is doing? And then we'll get started. Hello, Leopard Financial. Camera is now on, and sound is fine. Okay, great. Thanks for joining me this evening. Came on a little impromptu, as you folks look like you're new to my stream. But I run Little Treasury Jewelers, and we're quite busy. I try to get out on time to come and give our little show update, and it's been difficult for a while now. So back in the groove, I hope, and I want to bring you up to date on what's going on. And I hear there's an echo. I'm not sure where that's stemming from. Try to control that during this and see what's going on with that. Okay, hopefully that knocked it out. All right, so title of today's show is Drowning in a Wave of New Watches. So the brands that we carry, about 43 of them, have started to release en masse, it looks like, novelties for this year. And so in the past few days, we've just been entering inventory like crazy and fulfilling special orders that we have out there for a number of models. And in some cases, seeing things for the first time since we didn't have an opportunity to go to a Basel World or equivalent, and a lot of new pieces that we ordered this year we never saw in person, and never had a chance to see prototypes, and mainly it was Zoom and other means of selecting. So we're pretty excited about what's going on, and we will right now turn over. Let's take a look at a couple of pieces, and if you have any questions, let me know along the way. And let's hop over to our first piece. And this is long awaited by some, the Longines Avigation BigEye. And this is in a beautiful blue dial with black subdials. And it was previously available in black, and this is the model for this year. And it's actually a very stunning piece, as you can see. And Longines always does their historical revival pieces very proud. And this is an excellent one. On the back, we see a representation of an airplane, appropriate for the Avigation watch, and a solid case back, as you can see, and a chronograph. And this piece, as with many of the Longines historical pieces, is very reasonably priced. It comes in at $32.25, and a nice, let me get my focus back, sorry about that, and it is now available. and we've had a number of inquiries over the past couple of months about when we're getting it in. So if you're one of those folks who's curious about it, it's here. So, and okay. The question from Leopard Financial. Uh, we have a wait list for any of the new models. If you're interested in the Willards, we can get you on. I think there's plenty of room. We're getting tons of Seiko inventory. I think last count we had over 110 pieces in the case. I think it's one of the largest retail selections in the country. At least that's what I hear from our friends at Seiko. So just reach out to us. You can do it on the website, and we get our contact information there. You can text us, and I will get that information directly and either get back to you or one of our associates will. So it is a beautiful piece. Scramble North likes it. And Takatri, good afternoon to you, and Ray Maduro and Tim McDonald. And okay, so Tim McDonald, I'm going to answer your question in just about a second. So there you are. Okay, so enough of the BigEye. And again, this is just a really stunning piece at a great price. So that is that one. So let's hop back to me while I do a little setup. So Tim McDonald, we have indeed gotten in the new 9F pieces, and I'm going to show you when I remove some fingerprints so I don't offend anybody with that. And we have the SBGN 019 that I'm going to bring on. And this has a black dial. And as you can see, it's a GMT, red accents. And in my light, that half chapter ring in red is coming across as a little garish in my monitor, at least. It's not quite as pinky looking in real life. And so beautiful chiseled case on these models. And I would call it a dignified bracelet, a 3-link bracelet, brushed, and with the sides of the links are polished, and a little fingerprinty there. And I can turn it over and show you the case back that's got the protective plastic on it, but obviously not a solid case back. With the lion logo on it, and crown at 4 o'clock, and they're very substantial pieces. They're actually almost surprisingly weighty for a quartz watch. And this particular piece is SBGN 019, and that comes in at $4,550, $4,550. So obviously the price point has moved up on these new models. I think that's reflected in this very really special casework, the polished lugs, angled lugs, a lot of Zaratsu goodness in this piece. Okay, so that's one of them, and let me move over to another piece, and this is the limited edition SBGN 023, and let's get that lined up. There you go, and it's upside down. Sorry about that. Too many buttons to press and things to do, a one-man show. So on this, I hope you can see the radiating pattern from the center of the dial, the little grooves cut in there. I'm not quite sure what the term of art is for that treatment, but it's very special, gives it a really nice radiant look in different lighting conditions. I think I'm giving you a little bit of that as I move the watch around. And this piece is, I think, the special one of the group. It is certainly the limited edition piece. And half of the chapter ring is a gold accent, and the GMT hand is gold as well, as is the logo, and so sets it apart a bit from the rest of the collection. So that is a brown dial, and I think that you can see a little bit of the radiating pieces on that. Okay, and so just to give you another sense of it, these are very, very nice pieces. This one is coming in at $54.50. Okay, so there we are, and we are, get back to the discussion, and will I be able to show you an SBGY007? I will at the end of the month. Okay, we just don't have them in yet. So impressive piece, sort of came out of the blue for everybody, and we will get our pieces at the end of the month. I understand it'll be pretty limited distribution early on, and that they will be released in batches over the next few months. So we are not going to get a full complement, nor is anyone day one. So a little scarce. And I'm not sure if we have orders on the two that we think we're going to get day one. So, but we will do a show right around that time and show it as soon as it hits the deck in our store. Leon Eckel, how are you, Leon? Asks about Citizen watches coming out, perhaps a new satellite wave. Yes, Citizen is coming out with some new pieces. We haven't met in depth with our rep yet on that, and I'll certainly report on what is going on there. With respect to Citizen, I would like to mention that we have acquired what we think are the last two caliber 100 pieces in the country. And if you don't know what they are, that is the most accurate autonomous wristwatch in the world, accurate to 1 second a year, all titanium, beautiful piece. They're available. I understand from scuttlebutt from my customers that people are asking if anyone has them on some of the forums, and we have them here at Little Treasury. Caliber 100 Citizen watch retails at $7,400, and we have sold the lion's share of them, I believe, and we have two left. Just got them in. Okay. And Tim remarks, Time and Tide describes it as 13.5 millimeters thick. Website says 13.1. Well, Tim, I did the preventive measure and brought in my little measuring stick. So I'm going to do it. And I know that Craig always feels I'm wildly inaccurate, but I come up with, see, maybe I am wildly inaccurate. Huh. Let me just zero it out again. I'm coming in at 14, so I guess my little caliper, this guy, is off a bit, and it's electronic, and I've zeroed it out, and not sure what the story is, but that's what I come up with. So not a world of thinness, but if you come in, try one of these on, you're going to see that they're really delightful pieces, and I think they're going to be really well received. We did also get in a blue one, very beautiful. That is gone. That sold in minutes, and of course we'll be replacing that. So, okay, and okay. So Craig says that is stunning, and are you referring to the SBGN 023, this piece, Craig? I think you are. And maybe you're up for one. Okay. So back to Leon. Will be in July to place an order for a titanium Citizen Blue Angel Skyhawk, and after your trip to Cooperstown. Okay, great. Do you need something special to wear up to Cooperstown? Okay, I think we have an appropriate Oris watch, Roberto Clemente watch you might want to take on up there with you and do some photography. So why don't you stop in before you go, Leon? Leon's local to us, by the way, everybody, so he's a regular fixture in the store. Okay. So, Katri asks if we're going to be able to showcase the Citizen Caliber 200. Yes, we'll definitely be participating in this Caliber 200, and when they arrive, we will also do a show with them. So, okay. Let's move on to what I have next in my kit. So, okay. A couple big boys coming up. Let me get them set up. And some of these bigger watches are harder to fit in my arrangement here. There we go. Okay. So this next piece, and I have a little extra stuff sitting in my picture. We have the new America's Cup chronograph from Omega, and it is a regatta timer, and it is pretty special. It is a tad over 44 millimeters. It is quite thick, as you can see, and beautiful movement showing. It has rubber tipped pushers in the America's Cup colors of red and blue, and this dial here is a countdown timer that counts off the last 5 minutes before the gun, and on the other side is a little lock that will lock the pushers so that it is not accidentally set off during a race, for instance. So a big piece, a statement piece, comes in at, I want to make sure I have the right number, 10,700. Excuse my jittering around. Let me just verify that. That's correct, 10,700. And if you're into a larger watch, a sporty chronograph, this would be it. And take a chance to try it on, come into the store. Okay. So we are, yes, I see focus hunting. It will do that because this is much thicker, and it'd have to refocus. I hope it's settled down. Okay, so, and Scramble North, I think, likes the Omega, and that's that one. Okay, let me bring up another piece, and just a couple more left. So just in also, and also Not for the Fate of Heart. And this is also a challenge. Definitely is going to be a challenge to get into my camera properly. I'm going to have to hold it by hand. So this is the new Breitling Super Chronomat 44 millimeter chronograph. Beautiful piece, and beautiful bracelet, as you can see, and Breitling's in-house BO movement, which you can see fairly well, and also plastic, or I'm not sure what material is, pushers on the ends, and again, hard to set up on my thing here. So we have this in blue and black now in the store. Just came in yesterday, and so we have two well-sized, hefty chronographs available. Pick one from your favorite brand, and Omega or Breitling, and come on in, take a look. Okay. Craig, I'm not going to shift to manual focus. I got my hands full here, so we're almost at the end, and I'm going to bring up one last piece, and then we can have a little discussion further. And this is hot off the presses, just in, and this is going to be the SPB, let me get the number correct, guys, 217. The sharp edge, new sharp edge pieces in different colors. I think we have 4 different colors in the store at the moment. This is the blue piece, and from Seiko, and really interesting. Got a power reserve on it. It's a GMT, and exhibition back. It's an automatic. And I shouldn't be doing this. Interesting contrast. I will now remove that. So there's a interesting little battle of the styles going on, it looks like, in our Seiko and Grand Seiko collection among the GMTs. So you can pick one, 9F with quartz movement and Zaratsu finish, or the automatic Seiko sharp edge piece. Again, all great value. Sharp edge is going for $1,400. So very reasonable, very interesting dial. There's a brown dial one that's pretty spectacular. I know I brought a lot of blue in today, but that's accidental. There's a lot of other colors going on out there, and what's coming in the store. So that's the collection that I brought in today. There's many more pieces that we're trying to keep up with, and I will try to do a little bit more with that to keep you all posted. So what else is going on? Let me get back to here. So we are planning some big things with our Seiko and Grand Seiko installations and collections. Just had a big powwow yesterday and hashed it out, and we'll be announcing details over the next month or two. But needless to say, we're very excited. Little Treasury is chock full. We have plenty of inventory. We're overflowing, and we're going to be doing a little reconfiguration coming up. We're just in the process of planning that out. So keep posted for that. And that is pretty much what I have to report. We will be scheduling our annual timeout event this October. I believe it'll be the second weekend in October. I didn't commit the dates to memory. I think 15th and 16th or 16th and 17th is going to be a Friday, Saturday as usual. And we're going to call it the original timeout, since one of the watch forums, magazines has sort of co-opted our timeout, it looks like. So we are now the original timeout. This will be probably our sixth iteration. We had to skip it last year. But hopefully Leon will be back in. He took, I think, third place, second place in our competition, which is always fun. We're lining up our brands. We're going to probably have the fresh shucked oysters again, and local spirits and beers, and always a lot of fun. So think about reserving time for that. In the meanwhile, we will be having events throughout the summer, already working on a few interesting things with our brands. And we will leave it at that. Leon asks if we have the new 300-meter quartz Seiko, tuna diver. Not yet. So, but we are getting everything. So stay posted. And hello, Bill. Good to see you. Coming in sort of as we're about to wind it up. And I don't know if any of you have any other questions or comments. Happy to answer them, and enjoyed your participation. And we are happy to have you. So with that, I am going to consider wrapping it up. And what about the yearly watch sale? Well, we're going to do something this summer. And we didn't have it last year, so it's not totally yearly. But July, August, sometime there'll be some attractive deals going on for sure. And remember, we always have competitive pricing, and I think we do a fair job. Okay. With that, I think that I am going to wind it up. Appreciate your patience and participation again, and have a good evening. Take care.